In every group, there's always one person who wants to be different. And that person can make your life miserable.
Do the right thing.
What's going on?
It's Lutz's turn to pick where we eat today.
Oh boy, Lutz, don't do this.
But it's my turn to pick. I'm the picker.
Lutz, look at me. It's a long year. Think of the group.
Subway.
Are you out of your mind?
It's the tyranny of the minority, and it's happening all across the country. Whether it's men blowing up the women's bathrooms, boys playing field hockey against your daughter, or the special language you're forced to use around people who still live with their parents. Why do strangers with strange hair and strange habits get to dictate rules for the rest of us? This whole America thing was working out pretty well. We knew the rules, everybody respected each other, and if someone was a little out there, we'd let him be. But now the people who are a little out there say we're making them uncomfortable and demanding we bow down. Take a look at what happened in Arizona. For the past 5 years, student teachers at Arizona Christian University have been partnering with an elementary school district in Phoenix. It's basically like an internship program. The would-be teachers go to elementary schools and get on-the-job training. It's a win-win. The college kids get experience, and the school district has a pool of new teachers to pull from during shortages. But today, that deal's off because of this lady. This is a first-year school board member, Tamilia Valenzuela. She describes herself as a, quote, bilingual, disabled, neurodivergent, queer Black Latina with cat ears. She says Christians make her feel uncomfortable. She also likes a good hot wing, but only with the right kind of ranch dressing. And things that sparkle, she adds. Oh, and also she wears cat ears. Her idea is to cut ties with this Christian university. Now, why is that? Because she doesn't agree with Christian values, and she needs a safe space from them.
At some point, we need to get real with ourselves and take a look at who we're making legal contracts with and the message that that is sending to our community. Because that makes me feel like I could not be safe in this school district.
The queer Black Latina with cat ears feels uncomfortable. By all means, cat lady, whatever we can do for you, please let us know. In what way can Western civilization radically change to make cat lady feel comfortable? Because if cat lady is offended by Western civilization, then Western civilization has got to go. This is like growing up with the alternative kids, remember? Everybody had them in their schools. They looked different, they dressed different, they acted different, but they kept to themselves. And I left them alone. And they left me alone. We both ignored each other, but we respected each other. We were different, but now the alternatives want all the attention. Now, Mom always told me, be nice to everybody, just you don't fixate on them. You ignored them and it was fine. But now all the attention is on them. We aren't supposed to tolerate them anymore. Now the alternatives, they don't tolerate us. We have to shower them with attention. We have to celebrate them and clap because they shatter. We have to use different words, tell different jokes, cater to alternatives. We can't just stay in our own lanes anymore. We have to drive into their lane and promote them. We have to let them drive all over us because if we don't put the alternatives first, we're bigots. The alternatives don't want us to respect them. They want more than that. They want us to disrespect ourselves. See what's going on here? The very existence of normal people make alternatives feel uncomfortable. The fact that we live and breathe the same air is a microaggression. If you're a straight Christian, white male who plays sports and makes a good living, the alternatives feel unsafe. You're oppressing them by being you. So you have to change for them.
Nobody needs you to advocate for how difficult it is to use gender-neutral pronouns. Nobody said that the gender binary was f***ing easy. These are not my preferred pronouns. These are my pronouns. You will use them, or you will not refer to me. At all. If you misgender me by mistake, fix it and move on. I don't need your elaborate apology.
And because society is afraid to say no, because saying no is setting boundaries, and boundaries, pull civilization together, no one says anything. And the alternatives annoy you into submission. They don't want acceptance. They want you to submit to them. And I'm not playing this game anymore. And I'm a nice one. And I'm done with being stupid. Fox and Friends weekend co-host Rachel Campos-Duffy joins me now. Are you done with these people?
Well, I kept thinking, first of all, the narcissism, right? If you listen to that school board member, Tamilia Valenzuela, Valenzuela is her last name, she never talks about anything but herself. I mean, I thought this was about the kids, but clearly it's not. She's a grown woman with cat ears and green hair. And I think about what Sarah Huckabee Sanders said in her response, Jesse, to the State of the Union. She said, the battle in America is no longer between left and right. It's between normal and crazy. And part of getting back our country is that we need to call out the crazies and, in the very least, not put them into positions of power, especially over our children. I think that's part of the step. And remember, this is happening at every level. It's not just on school boards, Jesse. This is, look at Rachel Levine and Sam Brinton. These are people who are clearly not stable, not qualified for this job. I mean, Rachel Levine, Assistant Secretary of State, she's hardly the vision of mental or physical health. She's calling for the castration of children. We can't stop Joe Biden from appointing people like that, but we can certainly not participate in the lie. And I think in Glendale, Arizona, I've already looked online, those parents are organizing. There's a school board meeting on Thursday, and hopefully they'll bounce this woman out because she doesn't belong there. She's not there. She doesn't care about the children. She cares about her ideology. If she didn't, she wouldn't say she's queer, Black, Latina, cares about sparkles and wear cat ears and have green hair.
Send her back to her litter box, Rachel. That's all I have to say.
She's a
Thank you
furry.
so much.
Thank you, Jesse.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.